Hey, here we are doing another video. This video is really about what I've been learning out of Barrett Tagliarino's books. If you've been having a look at my blog, you'd notice I've been going through two books specifically. Every week I'm doing a post about what I'm learning about out of Barrett's books, and doing regular posts on just the different exercises that I do each week, just to sort of help me build up my just to build up my skills in theory and just different scales and learning the fretboard. And one of the exercises in particular was a result of using both of the books. The first part of the key to this was basically, it was out of this book here, Guitar Fretboard Workbook, and it was on chapter 7. It's about building major scales, building the scale pattern. Read that. So it's all about building the major scale patterns and how the frets, distance between frets work, between tones and semitones. And I mean, if we were to build a scale on one string, it's basically, your tone is basically one fret distance apart, and your semitone is basically, two frets together. Whereas in the book, Barrett explains that it's, a tone is basically a 3 fret distance. So you've got, your 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3 fret distance between tones. Now, you add a fret for a semitone. So basically, knowing that, and combined with the exercise in this book, Rhythmic Lead Guitar, on page, where is it? On page 13, the exercise is basically starting from the C root note on the 5th string. Practice the scale 2 ways. The first while naming the letters aloud, which is obviously C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then back to C, your root note, and then verbally reciting the scale degrees, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it was after I'd been practicing reciting the scale degrees, and with what I learned from building major scale patterns, that I was able to come up with an idea of basically just building a major scale all the way up and down the neck. Because after reciting the scale degree, I realised that 3 and 4 are always a fret together, and so are 7 and 1. And knowing where my root notes were, every time I landed on my root note, I would know that the next fret back would be the 7th note of my scale. So I'm just going to give you a bit of an idea of what I'm talking about. This isn't rehearsed. I haven't written down this particular scale. This is basically me just counting out the scale degrees, using that formula that I've just told you. Knowing the scale degrees and the fret distance and all that. So basically what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to start on my E root note, 3rd fret, A string. I'm going to work my way up the fretboard, maybe do a couple of little backwards and forwards movements, and then work my way back to that 3rd fret, A string, C note, all the while just playing the major scale. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's basically all I've done is counted my scale degrees and just followed the tone, tone, semitone formula. So yeah, I hope that tip helps. It certainly helped me. And that's something that I've added to my regular practice routine, is just playing that, just mucking around with that, and hopefully in the near future I can start, just start playing with the phrasing, the timing, and add some different licks in there, and hopefully start building some really melodic and structurally sound scales. Hope you enjoyed the video, and check out my blog for a more detailed post on this video, which is rhythmicguitar.com. Okay, happy playing.